The classroom of the future is a work in progress, and probably I could say it's dated back to about 3 years ago, where I was looking with a colleague of mine at opportunities to engage those students in our community and in our school who were not interested in school. Their attendance was non-existent, and we were looking for that carrot that would make them active participants and have them buy into what we were selling here at school. It started out by simple things like painting out whiteboard tables and work surfaces and walls, having students show their learning on a table. Maybe it started out as a novelty, and it was a way for me to see what they did know rather than what they didn't know. There was no more hiding behind books. It was right out there in the surface, and you could see from across the classroom who was struggling and offer advice and feedback right there on the spot. It quickly evolved and became, let's look at other ways to make this classroom more engaging and fit for today's students. And it changed from furniture and wall colors to standing desks and collaborative workspaces that are flexible in their arrangements, and looking at tech and making things not just flashy, but purposeful and relevant to today's student. I've had a wonderful opportunity to discover various ways to engage a student at his or her level, to use inquiry-based, project-based learning to bring in people from outside the school and in our community who can offer real-life experiences and help our students see the value in why we do things. It's changed. Our world is no longer like it was 50, 20 years ago, and no longer is there the teacher-centered lesson at the front of the classroom. In fact, many of my students would have difficulty pointing out where the front is. We have 4 monitors in our classroom where I have the ability to mirror what is on the larger curved TV in all 3 TVs. We also have the ability to break into smaller groups and have students collaborate with one another and then share privately on their monitors in front of them. We have the ability to pass around tablets and iPads and devices, and through the simple one touch of a button, have whatever a student is thinking or displaying in front of them appear elsewhere in the room.
It's pretty good. You actually understand what they're saying. You don't get mixed up because she says it clearly to the grade 8s, grade 7s. She takes time making people understand. On a traditional classroom, you write down on a piece of paper, and then you have to say you write down the notes, and then you have to get it back again, but you can't really find it sometimes, and you don't really remember it well. But when you write it down, I think on a desk, it makes me remember it more. Well, we watch videos on the TVs. As soon as we come in the classroom at the start of the day, the instructions are on the board, so we can just do it. So.
Well, in this classroom we have a lot more technology, so we submit our work online, and also we use Microsoft Online too, so you can submit your work from here. And here in the classroom you can write on your desk, because it has a whiteboard desk. You can also write on the walls, and yeah, it's different, but it's cool. Well, I think that our generation has uses technology a lot more, so it's a lot easier to write and learn off the internet than it would be to textbooks, because it's just what we're used to. And also keeping writing on the desk it's informational. It makes you want to learn, so all this cool stuff makes you want to learn.
Last year was an experience because my students, and I will always remember last year as the year that my students gained a confidence in their voice, and they were able to get up in front of 30, 60, 90 other students, because we were always having visitors welcome in our classroom, and adult visitors as well. The confidence in their ability to share what they know is something I can't measure. I cannot speak highly enough of the variety of things I saw, from students creating their own pieces of music, singing and creating songs and lyrics and putting them to instruments, and then using tech to upload graphics and artwork that they had created to going out in the community and in our school itself and teaching teachers how to use tech, and then as a positive, like an aside, teaching students how to gain what they had already experienced themselves is something I'll never forget.